Hi, guys. We need to talk about this Sasha Banks and WWE situation because some of y'all hoes is starting to piss me off. Now, I apologize with my last video because my last video I was a little tired. Like, I could barely speak. I was quiet as hell. But today, I got time for y'all bitches and I got some shit to say. So, Sasha Banks and Naomi and this WWE situation, everybody knows about that. If you hear sounds, I'm cooking, bitch. I'm making some chicken. Okay, some good old seasoned chicken, so don't mind me. Everybody knows about that situation by now, and if you don't know about that situation, you can just go onto the website and search it up for yourselves, because I'm not talking about that situation no more after today. Okay? I'm just going to talk about Sasha Banks and Naomi and WWE. Just briefly. So, people online are saying, oh, WWE needs Sasha Banks and Naomi. There's a chance Sasha Banks could go mainstream and she could do it without them. Well, I'm going to explain this to you guys. This is simple as fuck, okay? WWE needs Sasha Banks and Sasha Banks also needs WWE. When it comes to that, I'm not gonna talk about Naomi because Naomi, if she was to leave WWE, I don't see her doing shit. Like, I just see her at home chilling with her man, having a baby. Like, because she's always talked about wanting to have a family and stuff. I don't really see her going into the movie industry. She can barely speak on the mic, so I don't expect her to want to be in front of a camera trying to act. Because, girl, that would be a train wreck. I love Naomi. Naomi Steins, don't come for me, because I will drag you up and down the streets. You better ask about me. Anyways, Sasha Banks needs WWE and WWE needs Sasha Banks. So let me explain why I say that. WWE, their women's division is trash. It's really, girl, like, the only people on the roster right now who could be credible champions and deliver 5-star classics, that's Rhea Ripley, Ronda Rousey, even though I know a lot of you hoes don't like her. Who else? Raquel Gonzalez has potential. She has potential. And some of you Raquel Gonzalez haters, you guys need to sit down somewhere, okay? I know she's bland and has no character, but let me tell you, every time she steps into the ring, all eyes on her. Should I do a video on Raquel Gonzalez? I think I want to do a video on Raquel Gonzalez, child. Anyways, who else? That's really it. That's all I can really think of at the moment. Who else? I mean, Charlotte just left. Becky Lynch is still there. Asuka, Bailey, she's somewhere with her leg up in the air because it's still broken child. I don't know if she's coming back or not. But Sasha Banks and Naomi, they are two huge names for the women's division, especially Sasha Banks. So if WWE was to lose Sasha Banks, I'm telling you, girl, it would be bad business for them because Sasha Banks brings eyes to the product. She gives she puts more eyes on women's wrestling in general. I'm telling you, remember the Io Shirai Sasha Banks match on NXT? Their match was the highest viewed. Okay, I'm telling you, the views before were like 600,000. Then when it came to the main event Sasha Banks versus Io Shirai, it jumped up to 900,000. Sasha Banks is a name, okay, and they can't just get rid of her like it's nothing, because she's not Alana, she's not a Mia Yim, she's not a Candice LeRae. She is Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is WWE, and Sasha Banks is the women's is responsible for the women's revolution. I'm telling you that right now. But at the same time, some of you Sasha Banks stans, you have too much hope. You guys are saying she can go to Hollywood and make a name for herself. I'm telling you right now, if Sasha Banks does not have WWE in her corner, I don't see her career going nowhere. I'm telling you. Because if you look at all the movie stars from WWE, like John Cena, Batista, The Rock, WWE still support them to this day. And I'm telling you, when they have a movie coming out, WWE promotes the movie. Like, which WWE superstar that you know who turned to Hollywood, who has a bad relationship with WWE, is popping, who is mainstream? None. I'm telling you. CM Punk, he had a bad relationship with WWE. He left for a couple years, and he didn't do shit. I don't know if he didn't want to do shit, but he didn't do shit. Who else? There's other people who think that they're going to go to Hollywood and have a big career, but without WWE behind them. Where's their career going to go? Where is The Miz going to go if he leaves WWE with a bad relationship? Where is he going to go? His reality TV, he only got that because of WWE. The movies, the Marine shit, the only reason he got that was because of WWE. If he loses his relationship with WWE, he loses his career, period. Okay? He can go wrestle in AEW, but that's literally who wants to wrestle in AEW now? Girl, because AEW, I've been hearing some tea about how trash and disgusting and nasty it is backstage, but we ain't gonna get into that child today. Sasha Banks needs WWE because if she has a bad relationship with WWE, what is she gonna do? I mean, WWE is $1 billion company, and I think you guys be forgetting that. Sasha Banks, she's not an international name. She ain't Beyonce. She ain't Nicki Minaj. She ain't Cardi B. She's Sasha Banks. Yes, we know her, but she is not mainstream. She is not an A-list superstar. She ain't even a B-list. I feel like she's a C-list. You know what I mean? The only reason people know Sasha Banks is because of WWE. And if Sasha Banks was to leave WWE, yes, she would still have fans. Yes, she would still have supporters. Yes, she would still have Instagram followers. But at the end of the day, mainstream audiences aren't going to be checking for her like that if she's not wrestling. Okay, she was on the show Mandalorian. We all know she was on the show Mandalorian, but people watching the Mandalorian who are fans of the Star Wars thing, like me, I'm a fan of Star Wars, bitch. I've watched all the Star Wars films. I'm a huge fan. I'm telling you, when I watched Mandalorian, I saw Sasha Banks. I was like, ooh, Sasha, my girl, she WWE. But I'm telling you, if I did not watch WWE, she'd just be there in the movie or with like a background character. She didn't have any lines. She barely was in any scenes. This was not a mainstream moment for her. Yes, she can put on her resume that she was a part of Star Wars, but she didn't really do anything in Star Wars to be considering it her breakout moment. You know what I mean? Yes, she is a part of Are they even going to put her in the next season of Mandalorian? Because in the first season, she didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing. So I'm saying the reason she got the Mandalorian project in the first place was because of WWE. People recognize, obviously WWE hyped her up and said, girl, here you go. Here you go. People who watch WWE, people who are like celebrities and non-wrestling fans know her because of WWE. Now, if she was to leave WWE and try and find mainstream success, I don't really see that. Especially if she has WWE on her bad side. I mean, WWE can go around because what's his name? Vince McMahon friends with Trump. Trump got some power up in this bitch. That's the president. That was the president of the motherfucking United States, bitch. Like, what you expect? Like, if WWE was to go to people and be like, don't hire her. She's difficult to work with. She doesn't live up to her contractual obligations. They're most likely going to listen to WWE over Sasha Banks. I'm telling you, in the movie industry, the film industry, the entertainment industry, reputation is everything. And right now, Sasha Banks' reputation is tainted. People are saying she's difficult to work with. She's a diva. She manipulates people. I mean, you can't go around in Hollywood having that type of reputation and be looked at as someone who people want to work with unless you're white. And Sasha Banks, she could pass in some people's eyes, but to me, she says she's a black woman. So if she's having this type of reputation and she's a black woman, then what the hell? People aren't going to want to work with her. Like, what? Everybody knows in the entertainment industry, when you're a black woman, you have to be 10 times more nicer and you have to do what you have to do, because if you have a negative reputation, that could affect you for the rest of your career, because not only are you black, you're also a woman. Period. That's what I'm just trying to say. You know, I want Sasha Banks to fix her relationship with WWE, do what she needs to do, then go to the entertainment industry with WWE behind her. Because if they're not behind her, I'm telling you, she's not going to go anywhere. And people are saying, oh, well, she got Snoop Dogg. She got Snoop Doggy Dogg. Well, let me tell you something. Snoop Dogg is her cousin, right? First cousin. When Sasha Banks was in the streets, homeless with her mama and her disabled brother, where was he? He was in the studio with her daddy, getting high, fucking hoes and prostitutes, cheating on his motherfucking wife. You think he care about Sasha Banks for real? I saw that on Instagram. He posted a pic of Sasha Banks saying, just posted a pic of, saying like, oh, cousins or whatever. Let me tell you something. When was the last time you saw Snoop Dogg post a picture of Sasha Banks? And why are we gonna act like Snoop Dogg is like some mainstream person? Snoop Dogg is in a lot of projects. He's known for always getting to the bag, getting jobs or whatever. He's always doing commercials. But that's him hustling and grinding. What do you expect him to do for Sasha Banks? It's not like he has #1 records that he can put her on. It's not like he's in box office success movies where he can put Sasha Banks on. He can barely put himself on in the mainstream audience. What do you expect him to do for Sasha Banks? And I don't like how you give that man so much credit when he didn't give a shit about Sasha then, and he only cares about her now because she made a name for herself. Okay, Sasha Banks put in the work and she made a name for her motherfucking self. Not Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg didn't do shit for her. She went in WWE because of herself. She was grinding on the indies and she got recognized because she is talented. She is so talented that I want her to have a great relationship with WWE so that she can go into the entertainment industry, come back whenever she wants, and still show everyone that she still has it, because I know that she is one of the best wrestlers in the entire world, period. And she will always be one of the best wrestlers in the world, period, regardless if she goes to the entertainment industry or not. But I'm telling you right now, if she leaves WWE, I don't see her having a huge successful career. Maybe she'll have a movie on BT, a YouTube reality series. I don't know. But I don't see something going up for her if she has a bad relationship with WWE, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say about the situation. I just want the situation to be resolved between all parties, period. Because I want Sasha Banks to have a successful career. I want WWE when they start booking their women's division correctly, I want them to be successful. Naomi, honestly, she's had a long career. If she decides to stay or leave, I will support her whatever, because Naomi, she's done what she's always needed to do, and I feel like she doesn't owe the company shit. They don't owe her nothing, and if she wants to step away, that's on her, period. And I think once she steps away, I don't really see her coming back, which is sad to say, but I just don't. I just wish everyone success and everyone to be cool and happy. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel and add me on Instagram at CocoWWE, because you bitches don't be subscribing. I used to add my Instagram, bitch. Anyways, goodbye.